Many people look at office politics and think, I don't want to become that person. So they stay out of it, and it's killing their career. I hear this from technology leaders all the time. Smart, capable, high-integrity people who watch office politics and decide they want no part of it. They see the posturing, the credit grabbing, the backroom deals, and they think, not me. So they opt out. They put their heads down, they let the work speak for itself, and then they watch someone else less skilled get promoted right past them. I want you to picture someone. A strong operator, always delivers results, has real integrity, the kind that shows up in how they treat people and how they handle pressure. But they hear the word politics and immediately think that's not for me. The moment someone mentions relationships or visibility, they hear manipulation. I worked with the director exactly like this. He ran one of the most reliable teams in the company. He never missed a deadline, never postured in meetings. Then he watched a peer, someone he considered far more political and far less capable, get promoted to VP twice in 4 years. He came to me frustrated and said, I just don't want to play the game. And here's what I told him. You already are playing the game. You're just not playing it well because you've decided not to play it at all. That's the reframe. Politics isn't lying. It isn't posturing. Politics is relationships and trust applied at scale. Every organization runs on it because decisions get made by people, and people decide based on who they know and who they trust. Opting out doesn't protect your integrity. It just removes you from the decisions that shape your career. That's not principled. That's self-sabotage with better branding. Now, here's where a lot of leaders get stuck. They lump two completely different things together: toxic politics and healthy politics. They're not the same. Toxic politics is taking credit for someone else's work. It's undermining a peer behind their back. It's telling different people different stories just to protect themselves. That's the behavior you're worried about, and you should stay away from every bit of it. Healthy politics looks completely different. It's understanding what the people around you care about. It's making your work visible instead of assuming someone else will notice. It's building trust before you need something. None of that requires you to lie or posture or undermine anyone. The mistake is treating both versions as if they're the same, because when you do that, you avoid the toxic version, which is good, but you also avoid the healthy version, and that's the version that actually builds a career. A quick pause before I keep going. If what I just said is landing, that you deliver and still get passed over, here is something for you. I built a short private diagnostic that shows you exactly which of the things holding you back is costing you the most. It only takes a few minutes, and if you're the right fit, finishing it unlocks the Executive Leap session. 45 minutes one-on-one with me. The link is in the show notes. Okay, let's get back to it. So here's the shift. You don't need to become someone you're not. You just need to build real relationships and real visibility with the same integrity that you already have. There are 4 moves that can make a huge difference. First, build relationships before you need them. Don't show up in a senior leader's inbox only when you want something. Have conversations with nothing attached. Ask what they're working on. Ask what keeps them up at night. Get curious. Second, make your work visible on your team. You don't have to self-promote in a way that feels fake. You just need to help people understand what you're solving and why it matters, especially in rooms where decisions get made. You can simply say, here's the business outcome we protected this quarter, and here's what it took to get there. That's not bragging. That's providing context. Third, find sponsors, not just mentors. A mentor gives you advice. A sponsor uses their credibility to open doors for you when you're not even in the room. You earn sponsors by delivering results, then by making sure the right people know you delivered them. And fourth, give credit loudly and often. This might be the fastest way to build political capital without spending a penny of your integrity. When someone on your team solves a hard problem, say their name in the room, not just in a private thank you. When a peer helps you, tell their boss. People remember who made them look good, and over time, that memory becomes trust. Trust you can draw on later. That director I mentioned, he started doing all 4. He picked 2 senior leaders outside of his reporting chain and scheduled quarterly conversations. No agenda, no hidden ask, just relationship building. He also changed the way he gave updates. Instead of ending with a list of completed tasks, he ended with the business impact, what changed, what risk was reduced, what outcome was protected. Then he changed how he ran his own team meetings. Whenever someone did great work, he made sure other people heard about it. Not just his team, other leaders, other departments. One of his engineers built a fix that saved another team weeks of rework. Instead of letting that disappear into a status report, he personally called that team's director and made sure they knew exactly who deserved the credit. Within a year, one of those senior leaders sponsored him for a stretch assignment he never would have known existed. The peer director whose team he helped started mentioning his name in conversations he wasn't even part of. 18 months later, he was part of the VP conversation for the first time in his career. Not because he'd become political in the way he'd always feared, but because he built the kind of trust that gets your name mentioned in rooms you can't see. He didn't become someone else he wasn't. He became visible on his own terms without compromising who he was. So here's your challenge this week. Pick one senior leader outside of your direct reporting chain. Set up 15 minutes, no agenda, no ask. Just build a relationship. Then think about someone on your team who's done something well recently. Tell their story to someone outside of your team before the week is over. You don't have to become someone you're not to be seen, but you do have to be seen. If this changed the way you think about politics at work, share it with a leader who's still sitting on the sidelines. And if you'd like help building real influence without losing yourself in the process, you know where to find me. Before you go, here's what to do with everything we just covered. Knowing the problem is one thing. Knowing exactly where you stand on it is another. So I built a short private diagnostic for technology leaders who want to take on the next level. It takes a few minutes and it's completely confidential. It shows you which of the things holding you back is costing you the most, where you stand against the leaders who got promoted, and the one move that matters next. And here's the part worth knowing. When you finish it, if you're the right fit, you unlock the Executive Leap session. 45 minutes one-on-one with me. I will have read your full diagnostic before we talk, so we skip the background and go straight to your situation. Where you actually stand, the one or two things holding you back, and the move that matters next. A strategic conversation that could change your life. The link is in the show notes and the description, so stop waiting for your work to speak for itself. Go find out where you actually stand. I'll see you in the next episode.